Hi there, it's Dan from Flexxable, and I'm going to talk to you today about what you can do in December if you're a lead gen whose clients are all shutting down. Let's dive in. So it's coming up to the end of year. It's December, I think it's the 5th today. And I always, kind of look at this time of year with a little bit of hesitation, because most of the time the clients that are buying leads from lead gens and pay per leaders and even retainer type contract people, they all tend to shut down mid-December because their teams are winding down. They start working old data just to kind of keep the cost down. A lot of the consumers that are coming in that could be wanting to buy a car or get help with their debts or whatever, they put all of those problems on hold anyway for most of December, and then pick up again in the new year. So what I've found in my business is that there's a real kind of lull in business, which you need to account for, but also on the other hand, I also find it's a really good time to innovate inside your business. And December has been some of the best months that I've ever had, not from a financial perspective, but from an innovation perspective, where I've gone, back to Australia or whatever to kind of catch up with family and think about new ideas and new things that we can do inside the business. All right. And if I was you, I'd use this time as well to kind of sit back and reflect on the year and think about what you can do. So I've got a few tips that you can take away today and go and implement in December to really get yourself set up for a really big 2023. So all the innovations that I see where the opportunity lies usually comes from the problems that your clients are experiencing and what they're coming back to you with, right? And the way that you're able to find that out is by doing lots of sales calls. What you're going to find is that if you have 100 people coming into your sales ecosystem and you're chatting to them, you might close 10 to 20 of them, and the other 80 don't close for whatever reason, okay? There's going to be a trend in what those reasons are, right? And usually if you're in pay per lead or you're bringing on lead gen clients, you're kicking out those 80 people because they haven't got what you need if you're doing this correctly, right? That means that they don't have like a decent sales team in place. They don't have a decent CRM. They don't know how to follow up. And they just might not be a good fit for what you're trying to do, right? And a lot of people, and I've done this myself, is kick all those guys to the curb and not work with them again, right? And not even try and reach out to them again. But the reality of the situation is that they could be your next wow client with a little bit of nurturing and help. Or they could be someone that has come back and said to you that they're going to try and run traffic themselves or whatever, right? The one thing that really changed for me is when I started turning my knowledge and what I do inside my agency into a simple info product which people could buy, right? And yes, a lot of agencies have bought my programs, but I've also had quite a few of my old clients and past business associates buy my stuff too. So let's say you're working in an industry where there's clients that want to do this by themselves. Why not try and put together a little info product where you can show them, how to set up Facebook ads, or how to create, use an iPhone to create their own video ads, and show them how to build a simple funnel and give them some landing pages or whatever that might be. And all of a sudden, if you're having lots of sales conversations, you might be able to sell that product for, a couple of grand, $5,000, even $10,000 to these clients, because you've got to remember that these clients usually have much deeper pockets than info product marketers or these are established businesses that actually really need leads. So it could be that you start being able to sell leads to a certain proportion of your clients, but also sell an info product to the others. All right, and that might be a really simple way to get some more income into your agency. Another thing that I'm seeing a lot is obviously high level. Is a fantastic CRM, which really helps clients and really helps the agencies that are selling this to the clients financially as well, right? So you can come up with some snapshots or ways to help the smaller clients that you're on the phone to that aren't closing, and it might be a really good way to, again, add some additional income into your business. Another really easy and simple tip that you can do to boost your revenue for 2023 is to simply email all of your old clients that have dropped off over the years, okay? no one really does this. They kind of, maybe they feel embarrassed or something about the fact that they lost a client or they haven't worked with them for a while. But the reality of the situation is that things weren't aligned properly at that point in time, and things could be completely different now. So the way that I do this is to simply send out a thank you, what I call a thank you email with the subject line thank you, thanking people for their past business, and then transitioning to something new and different that we're doing and asking them if they'd like to be part of it. So that could be a mortgage broker. Hey, subject line, thank you. Hey, it's Dan here. Thank you so much for the work we did on getting you some secured loans at the start of 2022. Sorry things didn't work out, but we're actually, we've implemented some new strategies, which means we've got better quality leads because we're running traffic to advertorials, and we're also testing TikTok ads for the mortgage industry, which means that it's just a blue ocean out there. There's plenty of great quality leads to be had, and we're looking to bring on a few new partners at the start of 2023. Just reply back and we'll have a chat. And what you'll find is that if you've got a certain number of clients, you're going to get a certain number of replies and some new business from that. Okay, so it's just little things like that. I like to innovate with a big idea, like the kind of info product thing that I was talking about. The snapshot thing in high level, you could productize that and turn it into something you can sell at scale. Sending some emails out to past, previous and current clients and upselling. I didn't even mention the upselling to the clients that you're working with already. It kind of really fast, the info product thing obviously isn't fast, but they're quite manageable things that you can get going with pretty quickly and use your time in December in a really efficient way, rather than just sitting there twiddling your thumbs and being in self-pity, really. Like, oh my God, no orders are coming in. What am I going to do? Switch it the other way around. Have some time for innovation. Have some time for some clear thinking, and you'll set yourself up very well for the coming year. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.